Hello and welcome back to the channel. Of course, I am your host Spivey, and with me today is
Wow, I still don't
Jocelyn.
have a name.
Still Jocelyn.
Yeah, today we're just still Jocelyn.
Still Jocelyn.
Next week it might change. Be on the lookout.
Next week.
Where's Waldo?
Wow.
Yep.
Why does that keep happening to my framing?
I don't think it likes you.
You know, it's definitely something. Let's try to fix that. Whatever. It's close enough. Anywho, so of course, I am still your host, and thank you for coming back to the channel. In this particular video, we are going to talk about poser cosplay girls. bit of a touchy subject for a lot of people. We're not trying to gatekeep. If you like cosplay or if you're just getting into cosplay, we're not saying you can't do it. We're not saying you don't look great doing it. However, in some cases, it is definitely not as appreciated for someone to profit off of our community and
So you
not
just
what?
You just gatekept. You said it's our community. You locked down the doors.
Okay, well you phrase it because you were the one who expressed your viewpoint on it first. So go ahead and you explain it better.
This is a short story.
Okay.
I mentioned that when I was growing up, at the same time when he was growing up, and if you're watching this video, at the same time when you were growing up, to find a female as interested in things that you were interested in as a kid growing up.
As in blurred's nerds.
I was about to get to that.
Okay.
Comic books, comics,
anime,
cartoons, stuff like that.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, fantasy, the genre, all that mixed in together.
Books. Real books.
That's not true.
And
all women read. Okay.
I said right. Books. I didn't say magazines.
No. See,
I didn't
you
say.
Made it seem like women don't read, and
I did not.
It's not okay. You got to be careful with that kind of stuff. That's how you get sued. Anyway.
Yeah. Hello, Charles. On the next video after, actually, we might still be able to get you in on this one if you do want to come on and verbally add your 2 cents in. Let me know. Yeah.
But anyways, the point is that to find that they were interested in the same things at the same time, I think that that's not really true. But if you look on the airways now, all social media, you'll see that tons and tons and tons of cosplayers have arisen out of nowhere. It's like somebody sprinkled some magic sauce one night and wow, the next day there were millions of cosplayers across the globe, particularly in your own neighborhood that you didn't even know were cosplayers, or people who liked anime or any of that, or sci-fi fantasy genre stuff or anything like that. I refuse to believe that most of it is genuine. I believe that the activity is genuine, that they're actually doing it, but I don't believe that the activity of them being fans of the genres that constitute blurred or areas is real.
Read what he said.
What did he say?
Look.
I'm not looking up at the screen.
He said, sure, man. Wait, girls aren't allowed to read and they don't poop or burp.
I didn't make that statement. That was made by that guy.
He said that, not me.
Whoa.
That's in the chat.
I told you I wasn't reading it.
Wow.
Yep.
You told me to read it to you, so it's not that I said,
That's how you get sued.
Anywho.
Yep.
So, no. Okay. So I know several girls. At the time they were girls. They're women now. Assuming that they're still alive.
Hopefully they're women now.
I said assuming that they're still alive.
Yep.
They could be dead.
Didn't really anticipate that.
You should have.
You're right. I should have.
You really should have.
Forgive me for willing goodwill on everybody. to be alive.
Death
and,
is a part of life.
Well, death is a part of death.
Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, anywho, I knew females, like when I first hit high school, who was all into Ninja Scrolls and manhwa and stuff that I hadn't even heard of. So they definitely had me beat by far. So I'm not saying that. What?
You didn't know what Ninja Scroll was?
No, I still never seen it. Never seen it.
Oh,
It's too old. I can't go backwards.
it's too old.
I can't go backwards.
It's
I
the
can't.
That
I
is
can't
literally
go-
one of the golden age
I gives two shits.
series, manga, and animes ever.
Well, first off, for me, so you understand, I don't like manga at all.
I don't read manga either.
Manga, however you want to say it, manhwa, I don't do none of that. I'm not reading shit except for the screen as I watch the anime.
Dubs over subs.
Yes, but don't get me wrong. I will do a sub if I'm cleaning up or if I'm doing something around the house at the same time. I will do a sub at that time. But if there's a choice and I'm not doing something else at the exact same time, it is always dub for me. He said we got the Soundbite boys. Soundbite boys. You getting canceled now, dude. Laugh out loud. Thought you messed up, wife facing, but now I did the makeup, the clown makeup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was no white facing people. I wasn't trying to masquerade or portray myself as white. I did clown makeup. Like this.
Same stuff they use for blackface.
You're stupid.
Huh?
And this clown, I literally clown makeup. In a previous video, if you hadn't watched it, go back and take a look. Skinny so yeah, like I said, there's definitely one. Even my ex, she used to. She's a doctor now, so she doesn't really have as much time, but she loves manhwa, like Korean.
I know what manhwa is.
Yeah, I refuse. The only manga I tried to read was, I want to say, Love Hina. And
the worst.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Well, Love Hina for me was one of them.
I'm not saying it's bad. You just chose a bad series to try to read.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know about Love Hina was a legendary old anime.
Off topic.
You know what? All right.
Yeah.
Backing it up. Mm-hmm. We'll go into the blurred stuff in a few minutes on the next video. But, so like I said, I definitely know females who outshine me in every category. So I'm not saying that they don't have it down and that they're not out there. But they're not as prevalent. Yeah. They're not as prevalent as it is today.
That is true.
You go on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, OnlyFans, Patreon, and they're everywhere. Love Hina, I thought you said you hate harem. Well, pimp, I've never said that I hate harem. I have loved harem from the beginning. Even Itchies, or Itchies, however you want to pronounce it. That was my go-to in the beginning. Harem was the shit. So Definitely wasn't me. That had to be Brian.
Wow.
And again, stop using names. I done told you about that. We don't do names. Skinny who. So now I lost my train of thought.
Like I said, many people are just catching on to the fad when a new movie like Black Widow just came out, right? How many Black Widow cosplayers have you seen grow out of the soil in the last, I don't know, 10, 20 days? Since July 9th, was it that it came out, right?
Which one?
Black Widow, the Marvel movie.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, I'm not describing the movie. I'm talking about how many people have you seen cosplay Black Widow?
Oh, me none. I haven't seen any.
Really?
I don't get on Facebook like that.
I
might get
Facebook,
on Facebook
Instagram,
for like 2 hours.
Whatever. I
hours.
guarantee you, if you're following Marvel comic and the creators who do a whole bunch of cosplay now, I guarantee you've seen Black Widow cosplays everywhere. Even and God, I hate it. TikTok. I mean, it happens to pop up on my feed occasionally, but yeah, it's disgusting. I mean, there's just it's like a fad.
Are
Everybody's
you?
jumped on it because it's making money. Excuse me. I mean, and that's okay, if that's your reason for doing it. But don't try to bring in an audience acting like, oh, I've been doing this forever and I've been enjoying this type of media forever. And I'm not saying people can't get into it, but the belief that they've always been around, that's always they've kind of all been involved. Fail, man.
I don't control the volume.
You do. You literally do.
I do control the
You
volume.
literally do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I like I'm iffy with that last one. I don't continue. We can still hear you.
I don't understand what's going on now.
I know I'm hitting mute so that it's.
I don't know what's going on now. Just so you know, this is my first day on the job. I'm not getting paid. There's no benefits.
And what I'm not picking anybody in particular. I
And,
literally just typed in TikTok cosplay. So
No, you.
I definitely did.
The point was to show that how many people have done the newest fad, which would be Black Widow.
Oh,
Like,
well,
for
no,
instance,
that was your point. It wasn't my point.
that was my point. So
Okay.
then you doing this has no point at all.
That's not true at all.
Okay. In which case, disregard my comments. Remember, you have everything you need at the Zimbabwe Lodge.
The Steve Harvey old comedy special. It was yeah. It was funny. It was funny. Oh, that's different.
Well, that's the end of that video.
Not really.
I'm not. You're not talking.
I was
talking.
letting you say your piece
No,
while I
you
was
were
giving.
not. You.
I don't know how you say
messed
that.
up. All right, folks.
It's that.
That's it for me. I don't have anything to say.
It's the motorcycle one with the head
It
cut off.
does not matter.
Okay.
You are unable to stay on topic.
I can.
No, you can't.
This is the topic.
You told a story that went all the way nowhere.
I don't think it went all the way nowhere.
Was it pertaining to the main topic?
Cosplaying.
No, that was not the topic.
What did I say?
People being fake cosplaying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the same.
Skinny Who.
Nope.
What you
Nope.
have is you.
Nope.
So
Nope.
well, you were the one who brought the topic. You were
I
the one
didn't-
that's supposed to lead
I
it.
mentioned something to you about this, and then you wanted
You
to make
said
a
we
whole
should talk
video.
about it.
No, I
He
never said
He
that.
specifically said we should talk about it. Not even 15 minutes ago.
I am literally
Prior to
the
us
logistical arm of this operation.
You are
That is
telling
all
fibs.
I do is come up with the main ideas that work.
That's a thick Thelma. I'm just saying. That's a whole lot of Thelma.
I am not involved in what he's looking at on the computer.
Skinny Who. But yeah, there's a lot of people who would jump up and they'll do cosplay. And, oh, she looks good.
I have
I've seen her
nothing
before.
to do
She be having the runny makeup
with what
ones.
he's
Yeah.
looking at on the computer.
Skinny Who. So you'll have a lot of these ladies, they'll jump up and they'll do cosplay just because they know that they'll get fans and they know that they're going to make the money on it. But they have no idea of anything about the source material. And that's a bit annoying because you'll, as a fan, if you're a fan, you go up and say, oh, that's from yada, yada, yada. And think that you may have some kind of connection or discourse, communication on it. And they're just like, huh, what is? Like the outfit that you're wearing, that you spent money on, that you makeup, and I don't like why.
You makeup?
Yeah, you makeup.
Okay. It's a new term, Mom.
I've makeup. Yeah, makeup. It's a thing.
Hmm.
I dare say I could probably Google it.
Don't do it.
I probably won't.
That's not what this is for.
It's not. But the point is, it's there, and it can be done. It can be looked at. But and you've seen a lot of cosplayers. Who would you say are some cosplayers that you appreciate their work?
Um, I appreciate Tierra Bree. Her cosplays are legitimate, and she does a lot. She puts a lot of work into hers. Um, who doesn't know Kiryu Sensei or Panterona
That name is
cosplay?
so familiar to me.
I mean, and these are just black cosplayers that I know. Or I hate to put it in that box, but you know, and
Oh, go ahead.
those are just the few I can come up with right now, and that's probably just because I've seen their work in the last couple days. But there's I mean, and there's a lot of cosplayers out there, male and female, that do a really great job of bringing the characters we see on paper and on film to life in your own local
Version.
backyard. You know, and those who create their own characters and represent different types of ideas and fantasy genres. I mean, it's just not something that African Americans were in a lot of, and by hook or by crook, as they used to say, uh, it's kind of been made a normal thing nowadays. You got people like Idris Elba playing Heimdall, and on Thor movies and stuff like that. I mean, it's fantastic. Break the barriers that this person has to look like this in order to play that kind of role. Not necessarily the case, but also we don't need to bend the ethnicity of somebody in order to make it fit for representation either. Make something new. And I'm sure everybody who has kind of said that statement has kind of been heard before. So, what I'm saying isn't anything new. I'm mostly a consumer. And that's just my thoughts. You just had to. Man.
What? You
Just had
said they should break down those barriers.
to. Oh
Is
yeah.
it not a?
Shout
Huh?
out to Cocoa Puffs cosplay as well.
She killed that though. I'm just saying. Anywho, back to the subject matter. Cosplay is greatness. It's not. A lot of the phobia is gone because of I think the money potential that people have to make so much bread that they don't look down on the blurred and nerd anymore. That that allows these people to say, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump up because there's so much potential.
That's
If you
largely
like
due
it
to
so
Hollywood.
much, huh?
It's largely due to Hollywood.
I'll give you that.
I mean, if stuff like the MCU and the DCU MU wasn't, I don't know, the DC movie universe. I don't know what Marvel's better than DC. Anyways, but
Wait. Did you definitively say Marvel's better than DC?
I sure enough did. Anyways,
Have at 'em. For those of you who feel the opposite, or
Come
if
at
you
me.
agree,
come at me.
tell them where
Yeah,
they
I
can
mean-
reach you at, so that they can come at you.
On Spivey's 100 proof.
Oh, that's not how that works.
I do not. I do not have a channel, and neither will I ever have a channel. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, largely due to Hollywood is why all this stuff is becoming popular. And I'm sure it's going to continue to cascade for a little while until the next new thing in popularity comes out. Because we're human and we are social creatures.
And I'm fine with that. I like being a social person. I like the creativity that people express, especially if they're actually passionate about what they're doing. Because don't get me wrong,
I don't have any problem with that.
that people being passionate.
If they are, they are. And I mean, if you're genuine, keep going. and you just started, keep going. I have zero cares if you're genuine. If you are not genuine, on the other hand, and you're just doing this just to get the money because your mother had you and your father had good genes, you're not doing anything great. You're just kind of perpetuating the stereotype.
I can see that. I can see that. Um, I don't think I would really look good in much cosplay, so I don't think anybody would actually pay me to cosplay.
There's plenty of people you could cosplay.
She can do that.
There's plenty of people you could cosplay.
Like who? What would I look good? You comment down below. What should I try my hand at cosplaying?
You should tell him, and he should. If you guys can get him to 100K subscribers,
100K.
Yeah, let's
jump on the. Let's get on. Let's go. No, we'll start it reasonable.
50K?
That's not reasonable.
40K.
That's still not
It's
reasonable.
40K.
I'm under 300 right now.
It's 40K.
If I get to 600 in the next 3 months, I'll do some cosplay.
No. If he gets to 600, you guys vote. He'll put a poll out of cosplays, and you guys vote on the cosplay he has to do. He'll even try to come.
Nobody said we're gender bending, because I see where you about to laugh and get your kicks in.
Oh yeah, I'm about to make this worth your money.
You mean clicks, views?
Again, your money.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is how you get the ball rolling. This guy right here, 600 views. Subscribers, rather. That's the word, right? You guys need
subscribers.
Yes, 600 subscribers. Not that, I only want 600 subscribers for like 2 days and then it falls back to 400. No. 600 long-term loyal subscribers, and he is going to do the cosplay of your choice.
Within, what we said, 3 months?
Yeah. Let's do 3 months.
3 months. Yeah, okay. Whatever, if I get 600 subscribers total, within 6 months of today, I'll do I'll put a poll out, and whatever the top leading cosplay choice is, I'll do that.
Comment your suggestions below.
Now, if it's not YouTube appropriate, then I'll still do it, but it'll have to be blurred out, obviously. So, yeah.
You going to start a Patreon?
Well, I'm not doing that part, but I think that we're on the same page here. So, yeah. If you like cosplay, if you enjoy seeing people express themselves, but don't want to see the field sullied with those who are just jumping in to grab your attention and don't know anything about what they're doing, say that. If you feel like it doesn't matter as long as they're doing an accurate depiction of that character, say that. I just want to know what you think, what you feel, and I'm pretty sure Charles probably had some things to say, so let me go back to what he had to say.
And
he did. He had a lot to say.
And listen, folks, I could be completely wrong, but that's just my opinion. I mean, it's like weeds out there.
He said DC is only better than Marvel at cartoons. And at 600, cosplay as Miku, Miku the Vocaloid. I don't know what that is.
We will look it up.
And he says, fine, at 600, cosplay as Captain Planet. Tree. That
was my name.
Look at
so sad. But that was
Don Cheeto, Captain Planet. Right. Look it up. Tree.
They should seriously make a Captain Planet movie where
he's treeing everybody. Tree.
He really, they should really do that.
It's good stuff. He said, yeah.
So sad.
Tree. But all right, so I guess we will cut this one as well. And I believe, did we say everything that needs to be said about cosplayers?
Yeah.
Or potential cosplayers.
Just remember, she gonna be black today.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. And you know, before we go, so there, because now I do want to go ahead and mention it since we're in this video. The reference "she's gonna be black today" is that Hinata is in black video. There are a lot of
Cocoa
times.
Puffs cosplay. You gotta give people the credit. You can't just steal stuff.
I just played the video. If they didn't catch it from the video,
That don't mean they know who she is.
say her name again for them.
Cocoa Puffs cosplay. And if I'm getting it wrong, don't sue me.
Anywho, so what it is, and I did another little segment talking with some cosplayers at a con about what it's like as a black cosplayer and how people receive their work that they put their time and effort into. And it's a lot of people who come at them sideways because they're cosplaying somebody who on screen is visually not black, but the person who's cosplaying them is black. I know, like, one of the big things is like when it's a Peter Parker cosplay. They're like, "Oh, you must be cosplaying as Miles Morales." They're like, "No, Peter Parker." They're like, "No, you can't be because you're black." Like, what? But at the same time,
Hold on.
go ahead.
Like they do in Shakespeare, the role fits the actor, not the actor fitting the role. So that means if in Othello, there's a white guy who plays the Moor better than the black person auditioning for it, that person is getting the role. That's the rule. Make the role fit the man, not the man fitting the role.
Well, for that matter, I'm still waiting to see Idris Elba as 007.
That's trash.
I said it.
Let Idris Elba not be 007. That's fine. He's gone on to do bigger and better projects because of that.
Could he be the next Doctor Who?
I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
I would genuinely.
The next Idris Elba, Doctor. You heard it here, folks. Let's make this a thing.
Yeah.
Idris Elba, the next Doctor Who.
Right. Y'all stood behind LeVar Burton for Jeopardy. Stand behind Idris Elba for the next Doctor Who.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
He gonna look in the dial like, "Look, man, look, you got this all twisted. Look, I'm not running."
Seriously. You heard it here first. We starting it right here. Idris Elba for the next Doctor.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be great.
Side note, Idris Elba, if you're ever watching this video in the future and you wondering how you got your success
For Doctor Who, such a legendary role.
give us a ring, just to, that's all.
Yeah.
Call us, let us know
Yeah.
that you appreciate this idea. Get your people on this.
All right. So, but anywho, what I was saying was there's a lot of gatekeepers that says that you can't they don't like or appreciate the fact or even tell you that you're not cosplaying the person proper because that character you're playing is not of the same skin tone or racial ethnicity situation as you are. However, and there was someone, I believe it was Japanese, who did an experiment where he went around in Japan and showed people clips of anime and said, "Well, what race is the person?" They didn't say white. No one said white. Because people have a tendency to put what they're seeing in terms that they recognize or that they accept. So all of these paler, less melanin characters are viewed by Americans as typically being white in a lot of cases. Because it's usually white people looking at it saying, "Well, that character must be white." But to somebody of an Asian descent, they're seeing other Asians as that character. The people who wrote it, when they look in the mirror, they don't see black skin, they don't see white skin, they see light skin, so they drew a light skinned character. When they make their video, the audio's still going. I gotta pull the camera back up. And so he did the experiment. He ran down the street. It was like, "What race is this person? What race is this person?" And at no point did they ever say white. But when you ask somebody who's white, "Oh yeah, this character's white." But that's not what the people who made it made. That was your interpretation. And so now you get mad at other people because they don't see the same interpretation that you have. So by default, you could always say that somebody who's cosplaying a anime character as white is in the wrong just as much because chances are, and don't get me wrong, there are a few actual white people in anime, especially like Germans and whatnot.
Yeah.
Full Metal had
Of course. You're not gonna have nobody walking around talking about they're the Fuhrer and they Japanese. It's not gonna happen.
But yeah, so and for some reason they love to put Germans in their anime and German themes. I was really baffled.
Do we
at
need
that.
to review World War II?
No, we don't need to. No, because they have a whole issue with some of the imagery that works with the Inhuman.
I'm sure they do, but do we need to review?
That's not. We're not doing it in this video.
I know, but
That's a whole breakdown.
Hey, they didn't become allies several hundred miles apart because they didn't share certain ideals.
We're going to move away from politics and historical issues.
Keep your politics out of my anime.
That would be nice.
Yep.
And your racial issues.
Yep.
And if you're going to cosplay something, please learn something about it. That's all I'm asking.
No. That's not all.
Well, at least watch a couple episodes.
That's all he's asking. Listen.
That's all I said. That's all I'm asking.
You need to be definitive. Don't be, I want to cosplay Rogue because she's sexy. That's not good enough. I mean, let's be honest. If that's your starting reason, fine, do that. But you better learn where she came from, what she been through. Her life might have been tougher than yours. You don't know. I'm just saying.
And on that note, we out.
We're done here.
Can't trust nobody. All right, we're gone. Comment down below. Now we're done here. Yeah, I said it.